Seem to have found my voice today. Yeah, most of it. Just checking some Dropbox correspondence and checking email correspondence right now. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Good to see you. Going to talk about the heat dome that's coming. It's going to affect Texas too. Yeah, it's going to be pretty wild. Looking at a video over here. You can see what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at right there. What are we looking at? Good morning, cool shots. What's up, buddy? The heck is that? I don't know. I have no idea. And that's a prime example. Sometimes I get these videos that people send in, and I appreciate it. I love them. Keep them coming. But sometimes there's nothing in the video. It's like, okay, what did we just look at? So sometimes I think the video doesn't convey the moment, you know what I mean? In video format. Maybe it was something exciting at the time. I've done that myself. I totally get it. The video doesn't always convey the moment. Good morning, Wayne Duval. We're going to talk about the heat dome and the situation that's brewing right now. It's still about what's today? Oh, it's Friday again. Go figure. Yeah, it's about 5 days out. It's going to get pretty crazy. Totally. Okay, here's what I'm looking at on that monitor right there. I'm trying to decipher what we're seeing, and there's nothing there. I don't know. Yeah, there's a heat dome coming, guys. Holy cow. Actually, more than just a heat dome. Jet streams going wonky. It's just going to get wild. Temperatures are going to be record setting in several places. Um, atmospheric rivers, just the whole 9 yards. I don't know what you saw there, dear. There's a video out of Florida. I looked at that one yesterday. That one right there. But again, there's nothing in that one either. It looks like somebody just took a video of the sky. What's this here? Go bees sent this in. There it is. Orinda, California. I'm kind of moving out of the way so you can see. I can't really see too much of it either. I will take a closer look at that one. You can actually see something in the sky there, but we got to zoom in. So we'll take a closer look at that one. Absolutely. Then we're going to talk about the heat dome coming. It's going to get wild out here in Arizona, guys. And you know what? It is only March, and what are the weather patterns that's coming. Hey, what's up, Stanley? Good morning. Good to see you here. What happened to the blinking lights? Desert Dale. Which ones, buddy? I see blinking lights over here practically every day. Hold up. Voice is almost back. Feels like it is. It feels a lot better than yesterday. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, if you're in Arizona, what's up, Marlene McNeil? Absolutely. Um, all right, this is just part of the situation right here. This is obviously the jet stream. Okay, this is today. Um, the situation right here. it's going to create a high pressure dome over here. I tell you somebody that's going to get a lot of rain, believe it or not, Hawaii. Yeah, if you know anybody in Hawaii, tell them they're looking at getting upwards of 10 inches of rain in the next week. Pretty crazy. Heat records are going to get rewritten, especially out west. It's quite shocking, to be honest with you. And it's only March. And here's the thing: those of us that live out here in Arizona, we look forward to March. We look forward to it. Good morning there, Kaylee, Vero Beach. Ah, beautiful part of the world. Raining there this morning. Okay. Yeah, Hawaii. I found that on where are we at? Let me show you. I'm not joking. Check this out. Hawaii. If you know anybody in Hawaii, or you're getting ready to go on vacation to Hawaii, you're gonna get wet. Let me show you. Look at that. You see that? 14 inches of rain right there near Honolulu. 14 inches. This is over the next week. That's a band of rain. Uh, Better yet, 16 inches. How about that? If 14's not enough for you, how about a 16 pack? Gee, many crickets. That's wild. But we're going to have a situation out here in Arizona. Well, we'd like to get that rain. I don't know that we need 16 inches of rain. I don't think Arizona could handle 16 inches of rain, to be honest. Ah, here's the heat dome. Classic. The jet stream going up. This confirms the heat dome situation right there. This is the next 7 days. See the dome? Nothing happening there. There's going to be a ridge, a ridge of high pressure parked here. It's going to settle. It's going to create a lot of heat's going to get trapped in that area over the next week. Yeah, it's going to get pretty interesting. Yeah, it's too early for triple digits in Arizona, man. Come on. That's why we like Arizona because March is so nice, you know. We could be seeing temperatures 20 to 25 degrees above normal. I mean, whoa. 137 years of records. Yeah, it's just the way it is, though. We can complain about it, but you know what? It's not going to change it. Los Angeles is going to see 90-degree days, multiple 90-degree days, quite possibly even 100-degree days. Um, yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah, basically, what's going to happen over here in the States is going to be cold out east and in the upper Midwest, east of the Mississippi. Going to be cold, going to be extra hot out here. Country's going to be bipolar. Excuse me. Two storms in a row on Friday, next Friday. But the situation in Hawaii could be pretty dramatic. 16 inches of rain. Are you serious right now? Look at these temperatures. There you go. This is out here where I live. Check it out. Bingo. 108. That's the next Thursday. Yep, it's going to be like that for a minute. 105, 106, 107, 108, going over to, look at that, even 107 in the Los Angeles, greater Los Angeles area. Good Lord. That's out in the desert, hotter in the city. Heh, that's wild. Not quite as hot up in the Las Vegas area. This is on the 19th, next Friday. No, next Thursday, I'm sorry. It's going to be like this on Friday, though, as well. There's Wednesday. It'll be hot over in the Los Angeles area. Good Lord. That's Wednesday. That's too much, man. It's too much. Ugh. Those are those are June and July temperatures. Ugh. Yep. June and July temperatures in March. A little early for that. Those of us that live out here in Arizona, we always look forward to March. Yeah, March is always, for the most part, real pleasant. Yep. Checking out the daily flight radar. I always stop in here every day, just look around. A lot of activity along the coastal Mediterranean. Wow, just a ton. Look, I'm looking at one, two, three, four. Wow, four, five. Are you serious? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Is that accurate? Okay, one, two, three. The hell is that? Oh, four, five, six, seven. Wow, seven. Wow, seven U.S. Air Force. Base. Hello there, Mountain Man. What's up there, buddy? What's up, Michael? Santa Ana wins. Good question there, E70, because if it's going to be dry and hot like that, that was my, my very next thing was the wildfire situation. Wow. Let me show you something here real quick. This is flight radar. And then watch it. Let me get it where you can see it. Okay, watch up here. These are American planes. This is over in the Middle East. There's seven here, right? Seven in a row. Here we go. Click on this one. They're NA, but those are Air Force. There's another one. There's another one. Another one, another one, another one, another one. All right there in a row. Seven. Seven in a row. Shouldn't we be taking care of things here first? I don't know. I know if I was president, I would take care of my people first. My people would be first. There, there's no question about that. Okay, good question about the Santa Ana winds. Well, let's look and see. Because if it gets that hot, it's going to be dry, make things drier. And yeah, very good questions. Let's look. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's do it. We'll do it live. There we go. Possible wind situation with regard to these high temperatures coming up. Here we go. We're going to look at the winds in California. You ready? Coming up. Okay, this is tomorrow, and we're going to go 2 o'clock in the afternoon, watching for winds just overall in general, because there's going to be a big heat dome form out here in the coming 72 hours. Stepping ahead to Sunday, 39-mile-an-hour wind gusts. These are heavier winds over here. The Burgundies, 75-mile-an-hour winds. This is in Texas, 8 or 6. Wait a minute. Yeah, 60, 65 in Oklahoma. So far, the wind, these are wind gusts, by the way, potential wind gusts. So far, so good. That's awesome. Now, when it gets really hot, air's going to be flat. Woo, talk about flat dome. Holy cow. No winds. That's a good thing. This is going to be one of those stagnant, long duration heat domes. That's what it's going to be. It's why it's going to be so hot. It's going to be a place so long. It's going to trap heat, and it's going to get hot and miserable. It really is. But thankfully, no high winds that I can see right now. Again, this is a 6-day forecast, so it's going to change a little bit. But as of right now, no winds in California, really anywhere in northern or southern California, which is good. That's a good thing, right? We don't want to see wildfires. But unfortunately, that's part of how this place works. No Santa Ana winds E 7.0. Yeah, I know. It's going to be cold out west there. Well, East MJ. Coming up this next week. It's going to be so weird. Uh, the United States is going to kind of, at least from a weather standpoint, divide into two totally opposite weather games. It's going to be a little colder out east, um, Florida, up and down the East Coast, up in the Great Lakes area, and then of course the East Central Plains, or they're not really plains, the Ohio River Valley, Mississippi River Valley through there, and then west of the Mississippi, it's going to be hotter than Hades. So then I think there's a chance of snow out east as well. One of those days coming up. I'm talking the next 120 hours. Things are going to change with regard to the weather drastically. It got up to 91 or 92 the other day, and it was, what was it, 17 or 19 degrees above normal that day. I looked again. I'm like, why is it so hot? It's only March. In fact, I've got something to repair outside. I really need to get to it. What's up, Julie? Good to see you here, Julie. Gonna get a little swig of my morning nectar here. I never thought I would say it, but water is my favorite drink. I used to have, something that had flavor or something like that, but now I love the taste of water. I never thought I would say that, but I can say that truthfully. And yes, I'm a bit of a clean freak. No, I don't mingle well with dysfunction and dust. My computer keyboard has to be just so. Just stop, just so, no dust. I got to dust my desktop once a week, sometimes twice. But we don't get that much dust where we're at here. And even though we live in the desert, I've noticed that the overall dust in this house isn't bad at all. Nope. So far, a low chance of, excuse me, Michael, tornadoes in Arkansas. Correct, correct. On Sunday, let's look and see, buddy. We're gonna look for that cape. That'll tell you if there's going to be available energy in the atmosphere. Nah, no, we need it in the afternoon. Your cape is going to be more prominent in the afternoon when the sun's at its peak. Yeah, honestly, the sun plays a big part of everything, guys. So we're going to go at the 2 o'clock mark. Go to today. So it shouldn't be any tornadoes today, thank goodness. I see a little bit of activity here down here in South Texas, but that is very, very minimal. 15th, got some activity creeping up into Arkansas on Sunday. You're right, Michael. But these are very, very low. These are CAPE numbers, and CAPE represents the available energy in the atmosphere. That energy would be for tornadoes, hail, convection. And yes, there is some there. Yes, there is an outside chance that there could be tornadoes in Arkansas on Sunday. There's your boundary right there, your convection. If there's going to be any, it's going to be right here. But more so down here in Texas. Look at that's the Cape, 2,700. That's pretty steep. The dark burgundies, the deeper burgundies mean more Cape. Houston area, just so you know, Houston, North Houston metropolitan area. Yeah, this is on Sunday. Y'all could see a chance of tornadoes. But overall, that's um, not super strong. We've definitely seen stronger, but that is on Sunday, all Sunday afternoon. Yes, absolutely. Let's step it forward to Monday. See how Monday it all clears out. Not even any cape there. Let's look for lifted index. Lifted index. No, cold. Wow. Okay. So, no, nothing happening there. That's at 2 p.m. Wow. Okay. It's gonna be cold there, guys, on Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, serious right now. This is the lifted index. Ooh, no, you shouldn't see any storms there. Look at that sharp contrast. -6, 19. But anyway, that's a component that I watch. The lifted index. If this were on land, all of this energy here was on land, yeah, there would definitely be a totally different forecast. But this is offshore, so we're not necessarily too worried about it. Florida, on the other hand, on Monday, Florida, south of Orlando, this area here, check it out. This is the lifted index, okay? This is an index that also shows an energy component that's necessary for severe weather. So our friend Lynn in Vero Beach, y'all down here in the Tampa, Fort Myers, Naples, Tampa Bay, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Cocoa Beach. Yeah, you guys could see a chance of some sort of severe weather on Monday. Absolutely. Let's look at the Cape for Monday. You want to? Let's do it. Yeah, you got a little bit of Cape and more in southern Florida, but it's not that drastic. So not super drastic. So, I mean, you're talking 1200, which is below average for Cape, but nevertheless, there is available energy there for uh, severe weather, and that's on Monday afternoon. But that's the only place in the country on Monday. Let's look at Tuesday just real quick. I'm curious. Not cleared out on Tuesday, cleared out on Wednesday, and definitely cleared out on Thursday. Okay, I want to show you guys something wild. Check this out. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Okay, so this is crazy. This is on Thursday, 6 days from now. Look, in the 30s in Michigan, Chicago, mid 40s, Pennsylvania in the 30s, and this is Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. Okay, and you come out here to the Phoenix area, 105, 104, 106. You're talking about a 70-degree temperature change from one side of the country to another. That's wild. That is pretty crazy. Yep, pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, low energy, Michael. Oh, slim, low energy. So you guys could see a chance on Sunday of tornadoes, absolutely. But I would. I'm not going to say. I don't want to say. I would say more so in the southern part of. Good morning, catatonic one. Yes, sir. On Sunday, Michael. Chance of tornadoes on Sunday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anywhere from north central Arkansas south. It should be pretty calm up in the north. Yes, I've heard of slam. The heck was it? It's a term. It is a meteorological term. I think it's an old school one. I haven't used that one in a while. I use CAPE. I use lifted index. I use a combination of CAPE and lifted index, and it works. It works for me. It's very accurate. What's up, Alita? You're welcome, Michael. Yes, sir. Mount Kilauea threw a major fit the other day. Sure did. Always like to catch it on video when it does. Mount Kilauea humming away, humming that lava about 300, 400 feet in the air. Big old decompression event. Talk about a decompression event. Whoa. Yeah. Kilauea has been doing that since 2018. They're supposed to get rain. In fact, it was raining. It was raining yesterday afternoon on the Big Island. The rain's kind of already starting in Hawaii. I watched it rain when I checked one of the cams that I check out there in Hawaii. It was raining, and it kind of surprised me. I'm not used to seeing rain in Hawaii, even though I know it does, but not very much. Yes, it was raining on the webcam that I use. Let's look at the mail here. Okay. Just kind of working, guys. This isn't. I mean, it's work. It's what I do. Kind of go through the email first thing in the morning. Dropbox first thing in the morning. If you guys already saw the Dropbox. Now I'm going through email, and you guys will see it first. Nothing super exciting, but sometimes I use this stuff in videos. You guys can see it first right here. If you're hanging out with me, this is my second channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed. Even, that used to matter. People would subscribe to channels and stuff like that to get updates. If you wanted to follow somebody's, you know, uh, work that they do, you could subscribe and you would get a notification if they uploaded something that you were interested in. But it's like nowadays, it's not even a thing. They don't even notify people anymore. They notify certain people's channels and other people's that they just really don't. If they do, it's very, very little. That's just how it is. Okay, Bonnie Miller shared something with me. She's from Clarkdale. Okay, thank you, Bonnie. I'll take a closer look at this. She filmed something in the sky. I get these videos every day from somewhere in the world. Let me thank her real quick. I answer the emails personally. Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Great catch. Mr. MBB. 333. She caught something in the sky, way up in the sky. I have to go in and look at it a little bit closer, but at this point, I don't know what it is. But we'll check it out. Hmm. Here's an email here. I watch your updates daily. They probably have to come check in because they probably don't get notified either. Wondering if you can work your magic and see what you think. Okay, so they sent a video. Let's see what it is. I'll share it with you guys. Here we go. Oh, oh, okay, cool. All right, this person's on an airplane. You guys want to see it? There you go. Rare behind the scenes look. Much love. Hey, what's up, Braxy from Germany? Right on. Glad you're here. Those of you that are here, you're getting a rare behind the scenes look. I just opened this. I haven't even watched it yet. You're going to see it first here. Somebody took this from an airplane, this video, out the window of an airplane. Again, maybe the video doesn't convey the moment. Sometimes it doesn't. Um, but he said it looked very unusual from the airplane. So we'll take a look and see. I'm not sure. Okay. No, he's flying from France to the United Kingdom. He first noticed two craft flying towards his plane with the thick trails behind them. The flight pattern seemed unusual. And we did see him kind of veer off really quick, and they were larger planes. So, yeah, we'll take a closer look at it. But Sue from the UK, good job. And of course, I thank everybody. Thank you, Sue. Good catch. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes I get these emails that I mean, in person, even I'm not gonna say what they said. It's not anything bad, but um, okay. Well, alrighty. Hey, Bob, what's up? Thanks for stopping by, guys, and hanging out with me on this Friday morning. It's Friday again. Got the earth there, it's sun there. Um, email here. What I do. I don't even know how to respond to this email. I really don't. I'll come back to it. Honestly, it sounds like they might be a little inebriated, so I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that with this right now. Just being honest. I mean, I will. I'll take a look at it, but it, I don't know. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Colorado sunset. That's cool. All right. All right. That's pretty good. Mick Parody. Colorado sunset. All right. Right on. It is cool. It's fiery orange. I'll let you guys look at it. Colorado sunset. As I got it. Just got it. Just opened it up. It's as fresh as you can get. Hot off the press. Can't get any quicker than that. You're seeing it as I see it before anybody else does. It's a good picture. Great catch. They're a great catch. Thanks for sharing, Mr. M Baby 333. Hey, if you guys have any photos or videos you'd like to share, send them on in. You can send the photos and videos, as most of you know, to reports at mrmbb333.com. If you have videos you'd like to share of just anything, I don't care what it is. I've had people send me videos of pigeons doing strange things before, which I might share in today's video. I don't know. It just depends on how my voice does. If my voice is still hanging in there, I'll do a live stream today. Um, but if not, we're going to have to keep it to a shorter video because I just simply can't, or I haven't been able to talk for over 5 or 10 minutes at a time. This morning, we're doing a lot better, hanging in there, so probably do a live stream today. But if you guys see anything unusual, I don't care what it is. If you want me to analyze it, send it on in. And here's where you do it. This is the homepage of the website. Here I talk about what is the Schumann resonance. I wrote that article. We're not going to talk about that right now. If you have a, I'm actually staying on there a little man. There we go. Right here. This is the website, mrmbb333.com. If you have um, photos are easiest in the email right here. Reports at mrmbb333. If you can attach videos there, sometimes people say, oh, the video wouldn't attach. If it's a really large video, like especially over 4, 5, 6 minutes, you probably have better luck here. This is a Dropbox. And it says right there, have a large video. Send them on in. Okay. This is a Dropbox. This is what I check every morning. Um, and this is, of course, over at the website, mrmbb333.com. You know what? I'll show you where the Dropbox is at. You've already seen it. It's right there. So if you send something through that, uh, have a large video file or tab that I just showed you, it goes right there. That's where it goes. And I check that every morning. First place I go, really. Because I'm not, when you first wake up, you don't want to dive in and start answering emails when you're still half asleep. So just so you know, if you do send something into the Dropbox, I don't have the ability to respond or reply over there. It's just a receive only. Now, of course, the email I do respond, of course. You've seen me do it. I've done, I don't know, three or four here already, maybe five. But yeah, I respond to everybody that I receive email from. I appreciate it and I am grateful. Yeah, you guys are wide awake, man. You see all kinds of stuff all around the world. And then I'm watching in here on the places that I've frequented for years. Let me see if the SDO has been down. Dang it. What is up, man? Hmm. I'll show you. I use the SDO I have for many, many years. It's this one right up here. The Sun tab right there. It should be the solar dynamics when you click on it. Nothing happening. It's been like that for this is day three, just completely offline. And this was after they had a glitch the other day. They had a glitch. Today's Friday. The glitch was, I believe, on Monday, which glitches happen. It's not necessarily anything nefarious. It's a glitch, you know. But after the glitch, the following day, 24 hours later, it went offline. It hasn't been back online since. So I don't know. It's been in service for 16 years now. So I mean, I know they don't last forever, but I compare things to the Soho. The Soho's been in action for 18 years. Um, so I look at everything else. Well, it should be able to last as long as the Soho has, you know. Soho's badass. It's been around for a long time. 98, 1998. This one here is kind of crazy. See that? One more time. Whoa. This is a new spacecraft that monitors the sun using the coronagraph approach like SOHO. And it works, it's effective, but the situation with this one here, it's always having these wild anomalies in about every 24-hour sequence. Sometimes they're more than others because this spacecraft, unlike the SOHO orbits the sun, obviously with the Earth. Um, And this one here orbits the sun with the Earth, but it's in between the sun and the moon. So it gets some wild dramatics every once in a while. What's up, Braxy? Here in Germany, it's Friday, 15:45. That's 3:45 p.m. No sun, just tons of nano dust in the air. Oh, yikes, that doesn't sound good. Thank you for sharing. Be a blessing. Good morning. Good morning, Bob. Good to see you guys here. Yeah, Braxy, this is the satellite that monitors the sun. We'll do it one more time. This is the coronagraph on this particular instrument. Watch. Looks like a big planet, right? Um, Not really. It looks very nefarious. It looks like, oh my God, we just had a rogue planet picked up by a sun orbiting satellite. And that's not entirely true because they have this one configured its position between the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. So the Sun comes into the field of view, not the Sun, the Moon comes in the field of view just like that every once in a while. However, so does the Earth. And you say, well, how does the Earth go between it? They have to reposition these satellites every once in a while. And what they'll do, they'll make a lap around the Earth. Um, the SDO used to do it all the time. I don't know what's up with that. So this one not only has the moon come into the field of view, now it's got the Earth going into the field of view. And man, it makes for some wild and crazy footage. Yeah, that's not the moon. No, that's the Earth. Yeah, I know, isn't that wild, Michael? That's what everybody says, myself included. I've used these instruments for years. This one's a newer one. This is the Goes 19. I used to follow Goes when Goes wasn't cool. Goes is definitely cool these days. Absolutely. I used to follow, I think, Goes 11, Goes 10, way back in the day. But this one here, yeah, that one looks highly dramatic, but it is not anything to worry about. It's the Earth. It's actually the Earth going through the field of view. It's too close to be the moon. But yeah, that's how they do it. And that's the Earth Braxy. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. Yeah, one way you can tell. Let me see if I can pause it here. I don't know if All right, you can see yeah, it's kind of difficult on this one. What's big, number one, it's much bigger than the moon. I'll show y'all. There you go. Okay, you can usually tell right on the edge, right here, you'll see an atmosphere. You'll see taller. Uh, you can actually see the clouds. Not like we would see on the surface of the Earth, but you can tell that it has an atmosphere, and that's the Earth, okay? This one's obviously very big. When the moon goes through here, it doesn't do that. So this is the Earth, and the satellite is just simply repositioning. And when it does that, the Earth goes in through the field of view. So that's the Earth. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. That's how this one rolls. And then sometimes the moon will come into the field of view and then do a weird loop, turn around and leave. It almost looks like the moon put on its brakes, even though it doesn't have brakes. That's what it looks like. It'll come in, stop, and go back the other way. Pretty wild. But it's not anything, man. Nope, not anything. But we do have a heat dome coming, guys. It's gonna be a hot tamale, let me tell you. Especially if you're out west. Wow, it's gonna be hot. So I'm working on some cool things. I've already got a lot of things that I've been working on ready to go. I'll have videos done in advance. I work on videos all morning long. It's just what I do. I'll analyze them. I've analyzed footage for years. Here's the heat dome. That's what's coming, guys. Yes, sirree. So get ready to get hot. It's gonna get hot. Thank you, Braxy, 666 out of Germany. Moon Fairy, what's up, Moon Fairy? Good to see you here today. Thank you, Braxy. I appreciate the kind words. I was in Germany when I was a little kid. Ground almost bare in Gasta, Massachusetts. Come on, spring. I hear you, David. Um, yeah. And we normally love March out here in Arizona. I got to be honest, March is one of our favorite months. Yeah, because the weather's really good. The weather's people move to Arizona from the north because of the nice weather in March. What's up, Gary? Oh, you sent some pictures? Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. See if I got them. Did they come through yet? I don't have them yet. If you just sent them now, but I'll get them. Yes, sir. Activity, a lot of activity over in you know where today. Yeah, don't know what to think about all that. Yeah, you just kind of surrendered to the idea, the notion that that's just a way of life. We're always in conflict with somebody somewhere in the world about something. It's just the way it is. I'm talking about, situation over in the Eastern Hemisphere. What are you going to do? almost looks like it almost looks like there's a no-fly zone ish over Venezuela too. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. Oh, hey, Michael, you lived in Tucson for 8 months. I've been to Tucson. I've been down there once. Um, yeah, I want to share with you guys something that I've noticed on here. This is flight radar, okay? And I've something else I follow too. But this up here, I want to show you guys something. See all these small planes? These small planes right here. And most of them will say NA. There's another one that says NA, 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 NA. Okay, these are small private jets. There's another one, NA. There's that one. That's a Lear jet. LX means Lear. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. There's a whole cluster of private jets right there. And if I go down here, oh, we got some balloons up. What they're doing. You'll see down here as well a whole armada of private jets. They're everywhere. I know this is a little bit chaotic, so we're not going to stay here too long. There's two right here. Private jet, private jet, private jet. They're everywhere. Private jet, private jet, private jet. They're all over the place. Private jet. They are everywhere. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I've used flight radar for years, and you can look at anything and it tells a story, okay? This is telling me a story because as early as like 2.5 years ago, you wouldn't see private jets on here very often. Yes, they were on here. This monitors helicopters, it monitors balloons. As you can see, there's two balloons out in the Gulf of Mexico, right? Yeah, they're on here. Um, but the private jets, there's been a massive change with regard to private jets. I'm seeing them everywhere. And now, just looking at this right here, especially above the US, there are as many private jets in the air right now as there are commercial jets. It didn't used to be that way. So why and how is it possible that in this economy, this environment that we're in, this is just the way I think, why are private jets as popular as commercial flying? How's that possible? You guys explain that to me. I need a haircut. Explain that to me. How is private jet travel as popular now as commercial jet travel? You would think it would be the opposite, right? With inflation and everything becoming more expensive, why would all of a sudden people feel compelled to go fly on a private jet? I don't know. I'm just, those are questions. That's how my mind works. I'm looking at private jets on here. There's hundreds, hundreds and hundreds of them. And on an average day, there used to be dozens. Now there's hundreds. So it's increased probably by a factor of 10, tenfold. They are everywhere. You're right, Braxy. It is. It's very obvious. And it's a sign of something. What? I don't know. I'm just saying, where do people get this money to fly around on private jets? I'm just saying, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go out and hop on a private jet today. There's no way. So, but every day, and this has been going on for 2 years, almost 2 years. Private jet travel is just, yeah, it would be great, right? I think it would be cool, but not happening. But they're everywhere, all up and down the East Coast, throughout the eastern United States and the Gulf, down in the Caribbean, the northern tier. They're flying across Canada right now. There's a bunch right up here in Canada, right there. There's a cluster right there. Private jets, private jets all up through here. Private jets all through here. They're all out here. All those small ones are private jets. Look at all of them. And it's like that all day long, all day and night. Come on here at any given time. It's loaded with private jets. Okay, I think that's great, but why the sudden change? Oh yeah, we got balloons collecting data. That's great. 47,000 feet. They need to get up a little bit higher. Okay, that one is 57,000 feet. That's good. Stay up around 60. Yeah, they're checking on the forecast for the upcoming hurricane season. That's what they're doing. I can tell you right now, that's exactly what's happening right there. Oh, show. This one, this balloon right here, and this one right here. There you go. I think this one they got at the right altitude. Yeah, 57,000. That's where they need to be. This one is at 47. You need to get it up just a little bit higher, but they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Yeah, but I like to come here because it just tells a story. You look at all this, it's like, wow, it's kind of overwhelming and stuff like that. But just come here with an open mind and just look and look for change. That's what you do. You look for changes, you look for the voids. The voids, you can clearly see where the voids are at. The voids are over in the Middle East. There's two. There's also a void above Venezuela. Um, I noticed that yesterday. That you can clearly see that commercial traffic is flying around Venezuela. So that tells you a story that there's something going on there on the ground because it hasn't um, always been like that. Planes just fly straight in, but when they go around something, I use this, to believe it or not, to monitor hurricane activity in the Atlantic because you can tell right where a hurricane's at without even looking at a weather map if it's a big one, because you'll see airplanes fly around it. Yeah, and ships if you use the ship app. Follow the ships. You're not necessarily following all the ships on here because there's too many to try to keep track of. You're looking for patterns, and when the ships go around a certain area, you can pretty much assume that there's a situation involving a storm in that area. So then you go to your weather maps or vice versa. You can use your weather maps to find a storm out here in the ocean, and then boom, confirm it by looking at the marine traffic, airplane traffic, and you'll see they all go around storms. Just a way to confirm, that's all. But we do have a heat dome coming out west, wild weather out east, uh, rain in Hawaii, lots of it, maybe 16 inches in the Honolulu area. Are you serious right now? 16 inches of rain in the next week. Holy cow, 108 in Phoenix, man, come on. We are not looking forward to that. Are you kidding me? It's only March. People come out here to get away from the heat in March. So, okay, Braxy, have a great day. Have a greater weekend. You too. What's up, Michael? Oh, the Bermuda Triangle. Okay, you want to look at it? Let's look at it, buddy. What did I do with my radar? There we go. I've never noticed planes out here in the Bermuda Triangle area. Here you go. Here's your Bermuda Triangle area right here. And there's always activity. See, there's no voids there. But that's a good point and a great question. If there were a magnetic anomaly here, you wouldn't see any planes more than likely, right? Because it would be affecting their equipment. But it looks business as usual. So if it's BAU, business as usual, then that means there's probably not much going on, at least at this present time. But has there been things go on in the Bermuda Triangle over the years? Yes. My theory on that is there's some sort of a magnetic anomaly that is intermittent. What causes it yet remains to be seen. It could be an anomaly with the sun that triggers this anomaly here on Earth. I think it is a strong magnetic anomaly that, for whatever reason, occurs in the Bermuda Triangle area, um, but it's rogue and random. Okay, obviously it's not happening now, but I think over the years it's happened, and obviously because there's been a lot of incidents in that little part of the world. and it's no coincidence. So if something happens there, and I think there's a reoccurring, intermittent, rogue magnetic anomaly that is unpredictable. You don't know when it's going to occur. That's just my thoughts on that. Because I have thought about that too. Yes, sir. Right now, I'm looking at these private jets. They're everywhere. In fact, I think today there might be more private jets in the air right now, at least out here in the southeastern, like Florida, Bermuda, right off the East Coast, God, even England, Southeast United States, there are more private jets in the air than there are commercial jets, or at least they're the same. There's the same amount. I'm telling you guys, that's weird. You don't see that on here. That is just not typical. Nope, not typical. But anyway, it's typical today. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, listen. It has been 61 minutes. I'm gonna hop off here. Time to get to work. I gotta analyze some video footage and photos, so I won't be able to hang out in the chat too much. So I'm going to get busy. Listen, thanks for joining me, and I got to get a haircut. Absolutely. This is unacceptable. What is going on here? Why didn't you guys tell me my hair was sticking up all over the place? Hey, Sierra, I'll be getting a haircut here in a little bit. Whoa, got wild hair today. Thank you, Sarah Westa, 8881. I've been following me for years. That's very kind. I appreciate your kind word. And thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We'll do it again tomorrow or at some point this weekend. I'd lost my voice there for a couple of days, so today we'll probably do a live stream over here on the tube. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there. Man, I got to get a haircut. What is up?